Hello there, and welcome to the Nintendo Club Podcast Level 61. Joining me today is Aaron Rivera. How you doing today, Aaron?
Pretty good. How's it going?
It's been a fun weekend. I saw Dawn of the Planet of the Apes yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
And then today I just did all sorts of crazy things.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week for everyone.
So no John today. He is at a meeting of sorts. And today we are going to open with Nintendo stuff. But we got some surprises for you at the end with some of the topics here. So me and Aaron have spent some money.
May have to change the podcast. We may have to have a special segment at the end of every show dedicated to these new purchases.
Well, we almost need another podcast, like the non-Nintendo club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll get to some of that at the end. A lot of that at the end. But first, Kotaku has updated their review on the Wii U, and they are now making it the one and only next-gen system that is a must-own for all gamers. And
yeah.
I'm pretty happy that it's getting some recognition finally.
Yeah, it took a while, but...
And the update is based on games available today. Not games coming out next year. Those will be awesome. But today. Which makes it even better of an update there.
Yeah, so I just read the article, and it focused a lot on games at first. Well, actually, most of the article is about games.
It gets the usability, though.
Yeah, and they also bring up things that you may not even think of if you already have a Wii U, like the eShop and how user-friendly that is, and Miiverse, things like that.
Yeah. I now have some comparisons that I'll make at the end of the show. But yeah, the eShop, it's a lot better than I thought it was compared to what the other guys are doing.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you, some of the navigation, it gets a bit dicey over there. And just the gamepad is I've always preached it, like the gamepad is worth being a part of the system just from a usability standpoint of... Before the TV's on, you're already into the game. It's better than the cartridge-based systems of old. It's the most user-friendly console ever created, in my mind.
And I've heard from a lot of people that are upgrading, or not upgrading, but like that are picking up a Wii U and that are playing for the first time, is that they love that new controller. It's just the large size, it fits your hands, like your grown person hands, very well. So
quite the opposite from Gamecube. Hey, Siri, I didn't say, hey Siri. Every now and then iOS 8 thinks I talk to her. But,
shouldn't have upgraded yet.
It's all good. It's been stable. Except I can't search the App Store. I have to go through it to Safari to get to the apps I want.
Oh.
Keeps crashing. But yeah, this is basically a big love letter to the Wii U, and it's a pleasure to read that and see that, hey, it's starting to get some recognition. And E3, a lot of gamers started like, hey, I might need to get one of those. And I went to a Target today. And Wii U's were all sold out. They had Xbox Ones, quite a bit of them. They had a PS4, and no Wii U's. They were sold out. So that might tell you something there. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's not much different than what I've been hearing from a lot of places. People are saying that the Wii U is selling a lot, and that it's selling more than like the Xbox One. So
yeah. No, it's good stuff. And yeah. We made it, Aaron. The Wii U is number one console. Must have. Games. Yeah.
I think that we had talked about this before. People were probably just waiting to see, what this next generation was going to be like. And I think the Wii U has stuck it out and kind of proved that it's the one to have. Because
desperate Nintendo is the best Nintendo. They're pretty desperate right now.
Yeah, but they weren't so desperate.
These games were all on the road plan before they knew the Wii U was a failure, though, right?
Yeah. So so this was what they already had planned.
The next phase just gets to its work. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the revelation I think a lot of people are having is, hey, I've got a PS4 and Xbox One. The Wii U is the console with all exclusives. No cross-platform, no whatever. It's just an exclusive platform.
Yeah.
And the exclusive there are pretty darn good. Pretty darn good, all of them. So
That is true.
it is the platform of exclusives in a world of Xbox One and PS4 that have exclusive content for the game and all that stuff.
Yeah, in this this Kotaku write-up, they talk about, you know, how there is a lack or kind of like a slowdown in the production of like RPGs and shooters and stuff, but they don't really care because of all the other games that are on there.
Yeah, there is plenty to keep you entertained for sure. Yeah, I think is that enough said on the Wii U and how awesome it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Just go pick one up, everyone who doesn't have
Yes, everyone pick one up. Especially before the Mario Kart 8 thing finishes. When does that promotion end? In July? Is it
July
right?
31st, yeah.
So get this month. If you don't do that, you're stupid. Even if you don't get the console, get the game and register it to get your free code. I mean,
Yeah. I still haven't registered mine, so I need to do that.
you gotta do it, man.
Yeah.
Now you own them. Are you gonna sell it, or are you gonna get an extra digital copy of the game?
Probably sell it.
Okay.
Well,
See,
I don't have Wii
yeah.
Party U. I don't have that
Okay.
Wario one. Is the Wario one in there, or is that the
No,
European
just
one?
Europe. They
Okay.
get everything in Europe.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to sell a code.
Okay. I bought a code from John because I like the digital future, but I like having physical discs for the Wii U. It's a weird conundrum where I'm getting games twice if I can for a reasonable price.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird. I won't, it's nice to have a few games on your system just to be able to jump into. But my hard drive is pretty much full on my Wii U, so...
Maybe I should throw it out to a user. If there's any user that wants one of those games, you let me know. Let me know on... Or, no, I mean, not... I said user, a listener. There we go.
Yeah.
Listeners, if you want a copy of one of those games, I'll give you a very reasonable price. Just let me know on Twitter.
Cool. Now, I've been playing some Zombie U yesterday. And Aaron, I am such a wimp. This game just freaks me out. Just the environment. I'm just walking around this world, and I turn a corner, and then a zombie starts running at me, and I freak out. It's...
Yeah, zombies are scary.
So, I got this back when I got my Wii U, and I played it twice for 90 minutes in total. And I put it aside because I got scared. Then I brought it back out and played for 30 minutes and got killed, and then was too scared to leave again. So I have a fear, Aaron, that this game will be a game I play once every few months, and when the Wii U life cycle is finally over with in a couple of years, that's when I will end up finishing it. This 12-hour game is gonna take me years upon years to actually get my way through, just because I'm such a wimp.
Yeah. Scary games take me a little bit longer to get through, but what I find is I will play very small play sessions at the beginning of it, maybe like 10, 15 minutes or so, and then I will just sit down and finish it one day. So then I'll have like one really long one, like 8 hours. So.
And the crappy thing is I have to retrack all my steps when I get killed in Zombie U.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I gotta find all my loot. Basically, I got attacked by a horde of zombies, and I wasn't very good with inventory at this time still. And I just picked up a huge stash of stuff, including some bombs and stuff, and I didn't know how to really use it very well. And I thought I could take on like 12 zombies with my little bat. Because I was funneling through a little storage container, and that seemed to do the trick for a while, but yeah, not so much. Have you played Zombie U before?
No, I've never played it.
So that's a game worth getting. It's if you're into scary games, like it's a game worth getting. But I've only played 2 hours of it since I bought it. But still, those 2 hours have been really, really fantastic.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. So
speaking of
what have you been
scary
playing?
games,
oh, scary
though,
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's this game called Outlast. And I just heard of it a few days ago. A friend told me about it, and I watched the trailer for it, and it looks super scary. Basically, as the game suggests, you are just supposed to survive. And basically, there's a mental institution. Something happened there a long time ago, and you're going back to like investigate or something. I don't know what you're doing there. I don't know why you want to go there. But there's like inhabitants of this facility, and they are crazy, and they are coming after you and like
Just
trying
like
to kill
World
you.
War Z.
Kind of, but they're not like zombie. I don't think they're zombies. They're just like people, and they're like weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you don't have any weapons. All you have is a video camera, and so you're like running through these things trying to get away from these people and hide.
Yep. You're hiding from people, and you're shooting their video.
A lot of
and
sound.
has some noise. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're trying to hide from these people, and when you get to a dark area of the level, you have to use your video camera in the night vision mode. So that's why, like, you have to try to keep like the batteries charged and like find batteries throughout the game, I guess. And
So this is a total stealth game, right?
yeah, stealth.
No way to attack these people.
Yeah, but then there's also times where you can't like use stealth. You just have to try to get away.
Interesting. Now, you've played The Last of Us, right?
Yeah.
Is that a scary game, or is that something else?
Well, the interesting thing about that game is that it's kind of scary in that you know that there's like these kind of zombie things, but it's weird because it's more of like an action game. So even though there is like zombies and stuff, it's really fast paced. You don't feel like scared a lot of times, but there is some parts of the game that has like some element of fear involved because you don't know what's going to come out. Like when you're trying to be stealthy, where there are like these there are some areas of the game where there are these zombies that can hear, like they don't see, so you have to sneak by them, but they have very good hearing. So if you step on things or like do something, they come running at you. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Let's see. What else have you been playing?
I have been playing a lot of different things, mostly on my computer.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So yeah,
Talk
but
about that later.
let's see. If there's any. Oh, I finished Shovel Knight.
You did.
I did finish Shovel Knight.
Have you played around with the cheat codes yet?
No, but I saw the butt one.
They are most excellent. I've devoured that. There's 300 plus cheat codes for this game, man. 300.
Wow.
And one of them makes you taller, invincible, and pretty bad to the bone. And then there's one that makes you like 4 times taller, and you still get hurt. So that one's a lot of fun as well. And evidently, Nick Wozniak tweeted me. I asked him what his favorite cheat code is. He said butt mode, but I also like the one where you play as Mega Man.
Yeah. Has anyone found that one?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. And I'm not sure how literal he was in that tweet. Was he meaning the Mega Man coloring, or Mega Man in the fact that he has the fire relic that is unlimited ammo? So I'm not sure how literal he was. I would like to believe that there is in fact a Mega Man character that is unlockable through a cheat code. But I feel like no way they're going to do that in the release one, because that'd be kind of illegal, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I'm not sure. That could have been just the best troll of all. I don't know.
Could be.
But, yeah, Shovel Knight, pretty great. It's just hilarious going through the game again with being super tall or having unlimited magic and stuff. You just play the game so much differently.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's
So
a lot of fun.
So I didn't listen to last week's episode, but did you already spoil the ending?
Yes, we spoiled the ending.
So I just want to say I kind of had a feeling that was going to be there, like from the start of the game, because
You thought Shield Knight wasn't dead.
Yeah, because I was like, what? Well, the first thing I thought is that of course she's not dead, because why else would you be going after her
To avenge her death.
Well, no, I thought because he was saying that he wanted to get her back.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was going. And then also, Black Knight kept saying that he wouldn't let her get close, and I thought that from the first time that you fought Black Knight that he was trying to protect Shield Knight and stuff. So
Yeah. I'll tell you though, this game is just so good.
it is.
I told John last week this is my new happy time game. When I'm in a weird mood, just power this on, play one of the early levels, and all is right in the world. You know.
And also, IGN named it their game of the month for June.
They did.
So pretty cool.
It's so great. It is just so great, Aaron.
Yeah.
This game I'll be playing the rest of my life probably. Like a little bit every now and then, you know. It's one of those games that you just gotta have around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I played the majority of it with my SNES controller here.
Yeah.
And I was playing Shovel Knight, and then I thought, does this controller work with Mario 8?
It does.
It does! And it's actually not too bad. You know, if you have a really good D-pad like this, you really don't need joysticks.
Yeah,
I was
like
impressed. I was impressed with it, you know.
Yeah.
The controller that ran the original Mario Kart continues to work.
Yeah.
And run the Mario Kart 8. 8 games later, Aaron, we're able to still use the same controller.
Yeah.
It's a testament to how awesome that controller is. Because it has the trigger. It has all the things you need. You know, you got your top button there. You got your control, and then your face buttons. I mean,
But how do you honk?
oh, you just use your trigger. Your the honk is the same mechanic as using an item. So if you don't have an item,
that's right. Yeah, that's
you
right.
honk.
Okay.
So every one you need is actually there. It's kind of cool. So if you have one of those SNES controllers for your Wii from Club Nintendo Japan, they're about $50 on eBay if you want to pick one up. That does work with Mario Kart 8, and I kind of want Nintendo to add a in the lobby. I use tilt controls. I want to say I use SNES controls. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So you don't have one of those yet, do you?
I have a cheap one.
A cheap one? Like
Yeah,
a
like-
knockoff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It still works.
It's not as.
it's just
does
not-
it feel authentic?
Like the controller does, like the materials you use do, except for the one thing that doesn't feel like it is the D-pad.
That's
Like
important.
it's still the same size and everything. It just doesn't feel like the same material was used on that part.
Yeah.
So
I feel like you and John should get one eventually. So
yeah.
Be good. So those things, man, Nintendo should just sell those at Best Buy. Those would be popular, I feel.
Yeah.
But anyways, anything else in Nintendo Land that you've been up to?
No, I haven't really been playing a whole lot of things this past week. Besides Shovel Knight was like the week before.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of Nintendo stuff. That is, I haven't been playing a lot of
Yeah,
Nintendo.
you'll get
stuff.
to the other things.
Yeah.
So a new Smash Brothers character is going to be announced tomorrow, Aaron.
Yeah. Have you heard the rumors?
What are these rumors? What
So
are they saying?
2 weeks
Pink Gold
ago-
Peach?
No. two weeks ago, I was going to bring it up, but I decided to wait because basically what happened was on Twitter, the person who did the voice for what's his name, Shulk in
Fire
Xenoblade
Emblem?
Chronicles.
Oh,
No.
Xenoblade. Okay,
Yeah,
that's right.
So he did the voice, and he said he was working on something, and apparently people thought that it was Smash Brothers. And I guess that some people were saying it was Smash Brothers, and he never confirmed it.
Couldn't it just have been Xenoblade Chronicles X?
Could have been. But then this week, I have it here. Let's see.
Aaron, if that happened, I'd be pretty excited because that Monado blade would be awesome in Smash.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So, someone tweeted out that it was going to be Shulk as the new character in Smash Brothers, and someone working on Smash Brothers, can't remember the name, retweeted it. So
Were they just trolling the internet?
I don't know. It could be. It could be. You know,
They
but
love doing that.
we'll find out tomorrow.
I would be excited if Shulk was it, because, man, I love Xenoblade Chronicles. I gotta start getting back into that at some point.
Yeah.
I'm in the leveling up stage where I need to grind for a little bit to get past this boss.
Yeah.
Man, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Reggie introduced the finals of EVO 2014 for Melee tonight. So I was watching Melee tournament, or I just watched the ending, the last, whatever, the 2 or 3 hour finale, grand finals, whatever you want to call it. And stream was there, and then Reggie pops on. It's like, wow. And he was just basically saying, he was basically giving his support for this community and saying how awesome it is that people are competing with this game. And, maybe next year he'll be playing the new game that comes out this October.
Yeah.
And you'll get ready for the Wii U one by getting the 3DS one, kind of thing. Yeah. And he had some nice references to Smash, as far as, they said, "Don't John me." I don't really know. What does that mean, Aaron?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's throwing out some references, And, yeah. So, that was kind of cool to see Nintendo. They actually sponsored EVO this year. They paid money and sponsored EVO this year. So, they had a couple commercials going on throughout the EVO tournaments. And it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is a big step from last year where they almost didn't have Smash because legal department got crazy.
Yeah.
So, do you think next year, Aaron, will we have the new Smash or Melee again?
Oh, sorry. I don't know. It depend. I think it depends on how this new Smash Brothers is. Like,
Will they
how
embrace it?
controlled.
Yeah, that's my. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a tricky question if they'll embrace this new game, because it feels like this is kind of the best. It's not Melee, but it's a nice spiritual successor.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, people really like Melee.
I don't know. It seems that's because that's all they know.
Well, I mean, I understand it. I feel like Brawl was a downgrade from Melee.
In certain ways.
I think that this one. I mean, I haven't played it. I don't know, but it seems like it's going to be, in a lot of ways, a return to the Melee style.
It's faster.
Yeah.
Not as fast as Brawl, but still pretty fast.
You mean not as fast as Melee?
Oh yeah, not as fast as Brawl. You're going like this.
Not as fast as Brawl. Yeah, it would be like slow motion.
That'd be kind of funny. Not good though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and they're doing the GameCube controller thing. I don't know. It feels like this game is very much catering towards that crowd.
Also, did you see the Super Mario USA suit?
Yeah. Is that just a costume you can wear?
Yeah, just a different costume.
I kind of love that.
It's kind of weird. And then there's also the Light Samus.
Oh yeah, the like silver.
Yeah, it's like silver or white. Yeah, I think that one looks pretty cool.
I think it's just a teaser of all the awesome costumes we're gonna get this time around.
Yeah, hopefully there's a
good.
lot of good ones.
Yeah. But yeah, so EVO it's amazing watching those guys because they're so good at what they do.
Yeah.
So talented.
Yeah, I don't understand how, like, they know what they're gonna do, like, before you can ever even see it coming. It just,
They're so fast.
yeah.
And the one guy, Hungry Vox, he's making Jigglypuff look like amazing. Like Jigglypuff was pretty good.
I think that all characters are if you know how to use them right.
Pretty much, yeah.
Every character has its strengths and its weaknesses.
I never see one go for Donkey Kong though.
Yeah, he's just big.
Always great because he can do the ground pound thing and just wreak havoc.
Yeah, but you can't just do one move.
It's true. So it's July, Aaron. Next month is August, right? And then September. So we got 2 months until my copy of Smash Brothers is on my Japanese system.
Yeah.
2 months. So any other things on Smash?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Now, let's see, there was a Nintendo Direct.
I was thinking today. This is kind of related to Smash.
Okay.
So the GameCube controller thing, is that just a USB hookup to the Wii U?
Uses 2 USB ports.
So that's kind of strange. But
One's for power, one's for the actual signal.
Oh, okay. So I think that's going to be awesome because then you can play your GameCube games on your computer in like HD.
You think they'll be able to plug into the computer?
Oh, definitely. If it's just USB, someone's going to figure out. If it doesn't work automatically already, then yeah, someone's going to figure it out.
Now, the Wii U is basically what a double or triple X'd Wii, right? Same CPU internals. And the Wii is a souped up GameCube, right? Is that thinking all correct?
Yeah, I mean more or less, yeah. Basically the way to look at it.
Now the disk drive on the Wii U, if I stuck a GameCube disc in there, would it just break the whole drive?
No.
Does it support the smaller discs?
Yeah. Yeah.
It went. Okay.
So like it won't play it if you don't have the one that doesn't have the.
I'm talking about the Wii U.
Oh, the Wii U. Oh, I don't know.
Would it support the small discs?
I don't know.
So if it could, would it be possible for Nintendo to patch in GameCube backwards compatibility of the Wii U?
I'm sure it'd be possible. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be possible.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, I mean, that was on the Wii side of it, but it was basically like they put a GameCube chip in there and the Wii chip into the Wii console. But I'm sure that they could like get it to work.
I don't think they put a chip in there. I think it was a compatible CPU.
I thought that they had two. It was basically like two consoles in one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and
my
that's
understanding was the ports on the back was what enabled that support.
Okay. I don't know.
I might be wrong. Like if I put a GameCube disc into my Wii Mini, would it even show it as a GameCube game and I just don't have controllers that work with it, or what would happen? I don't know. But Nintendo could always sell a external GameCube drive if that didn't work.
Yeah.
I'd just be curious if they'd do that. Like if that bombshell gets dropped, this winter. It's like, oh, backwards compatibility enabled for GameCube. That would be amazing.
Yeah, the one thing I would want though, if they did that, it would have to play in like HD or something. I mean, not like HD. But like what I mean is when you play
use the HDMI cable.
Yeah, but when you play a GameCube game now, it's only.
Looks pretty decent.
I mean, it's okay, but if you play it on like an HD TV, it doesn't look good. So they'd have to clean that up somehow.
I think it looks just as good as the Wii games, quite honestly.
I think the Wii games look a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was a Nintendo Direct this past week, Aaron.
Yeah, a Japanese one.
A Japanese one, yes. For third-party games. And I don't think there's too much to note here. There's Dragon Quest X, which is an online MMO, I think, coming out to the 3DS, which sounds quite bizarre. It's a subscription-based game. Which sounds so weird on the 3DS. That sounds bizarre and awesome. And, I don't know. I'll dig into that more next week. I haven't had time to watch the Direct. I'm going to watch it, and we'll do more on it next week, I think.
Yeah.
But, did you notice any games in particular that kind of caught your eye?
No, I saw that happen. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. Now, the other thing I actually watched was a VHS-style Shovel Knight guide. Did you see this?
No.
Basically, they pretended the Shovel Knight game was on the NES. They used a CRT TV, NES controllers, and did a wonderful kind of 90s-styled gaming video for Shovel Knight with tips and tricks and things. It was pretty great. Pretty great.
It's kind of strange to think that we have to, like, do all these weird things to get back to that style like to get back to that look because we don't even have that technology anymore.
What, CRTs?
Yeah, I mean, well, we still have them, but like to get that look, you have to like manipulate things so much to get them back.
I really don't get the appeal of CRT TVs. Do they make game? Do retro consoles really look that much better on?
Oh yeah, they look so much better. Yeah. Yeah, try it sometime. If you ever find an old CRT TV, pick it up. If you know that it'll work, and it has like the RCA hookups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't want to have a CRT TV in this apartment.
Just get a small one. Get like a 13-inch or
boy.
something.
Yeah. So next up, Pokemon. Secret Bases announced for the new remakes. Are you excited?
What's this all about? I don't even know what this is. I saw it. I did not read about it.
You can create your super secret base and share it with Street Pass people or QR codes, and you get people explore them. So I guess you design these different areas. I don't know. It seems cool. It was a part of the original game, I am gathering. But I never played the original game, so.
Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah. So it seems cool. It seems like, that's another cool thing I'm doing for Pokemon. Then in Japan, Kirby Triple Deluxe had these extra game modes, right? And those extra modes are coming out as standalone games in Japan's eShop.
Oh. You mean like the Kirby Fighters and things like that?
Yeah, let's see. Fighters Day 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 Drum Dash are coming to the eShop, yeah. Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have the full game, but it seems pretty cool that, those can totally work as standalone experiences, I feel.
Yeah, most Kirby like mini games can, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that is pretty much it. We had a 3DS System 8.0 come out, and it didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah.
And then the Pavilion distribution happened. If you have Pokemon X or Y, load it up, and you can get a free Pavilion of a unique and rare variation. So, pretty cool. Not sure if you've done that yet, Aaron.
I have not done that yet.
I would jump on it. Fancy pattern.
Yeah. But we do have some other news before we get to the big news.
Yeah. What else do you? I think that's it for me here.
I don't know if you talked about it last week, McDonald's and the Mario Kart toys.
I got some toys.
Yeah.
I got some toys. Look at these guys.
So I want to go pick all of those up this week. So that's my goal this week.
They just had Mario and Luigi in stock, and it was hilarious. When I went in, I asked, I'd like to buy the Mario Kart 8 toys, and she asked which ones. I said all 8 of them. She said, all we have are the blue ones and the white ones. And I'm really curious, because there's more blue carts than just this guy. I'm kind of curious if there were more in stock, and she was just looking at the cart color instead of the character, the character like Mario, Luigi, the driver for Mario Kart 8. Oh, we had the blue one and the white one.
Well, I remember when I was a kid in my McDonald's in my town, they would only carry, if they were doing toys for a whole month, they would only have 2 or 3 for that week, and you'd have to go back next week, and then they would have the other ones.
Yeah.
And I think they had them all throughout the month. They would only distribute certain ones throughout the month.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's been quite a hunt then. I mean,
yeah.
8 of these. And then the visor. I don't know if those will ever get in stock. The Mario Kart 8 visor. Now, the stickers you have to put on yourself, I haven't done that yet, so they come naked.
Yeah.
But I got the stickers here. I just need to do it.
I'm definitely going to pick those up.
They were 99 cents each at my McDonald's.
Oh, I thought they were $2 each.
I thought they were too. I might have got lucky. They might have lowered their price. I don't know.
Huh.
But I don't know how much those are going for on eBay if you picked up a bunch just to sell.
I might go out tonight and see if I can pick some up.
Yeah, you have McDonald's open up late. Where you
Oh yeah, we have McDonald's stay open 24 hours.
at? Yeah.
Does yours not stay open 24 hours?
I think it's like 1 a.m. or something.
Okay, because when I was going to college out of town, there was one that it was like 1 o'clock, and I was like, that's crazy. I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Smaller towns,
Yeah. Yeah, so that's one thing. Let's see. Also, Best Buy, the buy one get one free.
Yeah, 3DS first party titles.
Yeah, so
when's this
that's
happening?
pretty cool. Starts on Sunday. Is that today?
Today's
checking.
the 13th.
So, yeah, I'm checking on that date here. But also, you get. Let's see.
This is buy one get one free.
Oh, it's next week. It's next
week.
Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you get buy one get one free on all first party games, and then also you get a $10 Best Buy gift card with the purchase of the Wii Remote Pluses. They're normally $40. Yeah, and then also the Wii U Pro controller is only $29.99.
Now that's a good deal. This is a solid controller.
Yeah. So it's a lot of good stuff. Also, the Dream Team, like Mario and Luigi 3DS XL, is only $169.99. Starting next Sunday.
That was one I got on day one. Limited edition. Some of those just don't sell. I'm kind of curious. Like, did they slow down on 3DSs just because a lot of them aren't selling through as they thought they would?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think they peaked towards the start, and now it's like they have a lot of these consoles that were supposed to be limited edition, and they just have them left over.
I think I still was able to buy a Pokemon Red system somewhere on some of the one store. I forget which one. That system's so beautiful. Pokemon X. Why? So shiny.
It's okay.
It's very shiny and beautiful.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of games in here you can get. I mean, even like.
So you're thinking getting Tomodachi Life and Yoshi's?
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I might get. I don't
Yoshi
know.
isn't the best, but it's fun to play.
There's just so many games I could get.
Like what? Out of the list, what don't you have? Because I have them all, so I can tell you which ones are worth getting.
I think I have a lot of them, but I don't know. I'll have to look. I know definitely the Tomodachi Life, but I don't know.
Gotta get that, Aaron.
Yeah.
Because I'm having to meet you all sorts of crazy things.
Yeah. I just don't know what the second one would be.
So you're up between Yoshi and what else?
That's about it right now, but
you own the other ones pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was kind of surprised that even Bravely Default is included in this list.
Oh, it is. I don't have Bravely Default.
Even though it's not really first party.
Yeah, it's published by Nintendo, isn't it?
I think, yeah, it's published, but it's not. I mean, I wouldn't really count that one in there.
It's published, it counts. Wonderful 101 counts. It's published by Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
sure
not 3DS, so.
No. Just 3DS games, so. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do I have here? Talking about this game called The Letter, which I'm sure that we'll hear about next week.
John is a big fan of this. I've never heard of this.
I had never even heard of this game, but yeah, I'll look into it this upcoming week. He says it's the best game on the eShop.
It's Shovel Knight. Come on. Do I have to say another word?
But The Letter, apparently, you can beat it in 6 minutes.
Is it designed to be played and beat in 6 minutes?
I don't think so. So I see Nintendan.
Yeah, Nintendan out of Europe.
Yeah, he downloaded the game and found that it can be beaten within 6 minutes. And yeah, so they have a video out of that.
What kind of game is it?
I don't know. It looks.
It's for Wii U?
It is for the Wii U. So I'm taking a look at it now. think I'm looking at the video here. Yeah, so he posted the video of it. It looks like it's third party. I mean, not third party. First person is what I meant to say. And it's like full 3D, and it looks like you're just like traveling through this land. Kind of looks like DayZ, I guess.
Okay.
Except a little bit lower graphics. And it looks like he's just walking through the game, and then he gets to the end, and then there's a letter sitting there with some kiwis on a plate. And that's the end of the game, I guess. I don't know.
So, Wii U Daily, which I have mixed opinions on the quality of their stuff, but the letter released yesterday on the Wii U eShop, and it is one of the worst games to date. It is not a game. The letter is cobbled together experience using pre-existing assets to tell a meandering story that doesn't make much sense at all. $2.
Oh, for $2.
For $2.
Yeah, there's no reason not to own that game.
Yeah. Did you get an armadillo for $6 yet?
Armadillo? Is this a game?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Never even heard of this.
It's great. It's like Sonic combined with puzzling and...
I don't want anything to do with Sonic ever again.
No. This is the best Sonic game released in the since Sonic 1. But it has Sonic aspects, but it combines it with like Mario Galaxy.
So basically what you're telling me is this was Sonic Lost World.
No, not at all. This is much more like Galaxy. So it's... I don't know how to explain this better, because it's funny. I was explaining that because like we already had a game that combined Sonic with Galaxy,
Yeah.
and it was terrible.
Yeah.
But this is much different. You're basically on these small little moons or planets. You're navigating through mazes, and you're an armadillo who's this big orange ball, and he does different attacks and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It's got Star Fox elements to it as well, with the characters and how they come on screen and stuff. It's a delight especially for $6. I'd get it definitely. You don't seem sold on this.
Nah, I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
Get it before the price goes up. It's for $6. You can't get wrong. It's great.
I don't know. It's over $5, so it's not really. It kind of takes a little bit of thought. Anything that's $5 or more, you got to think about.
This is a quality game that got good reviews on all the sites I've been looking at. So
I'll look into it.
you should. Okay.
Now I'm sure you guys already talked about this last week. Project Cars being delayed.
This wasn't out last week.
Oh, it wasn't. Okay, so yeah.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
So until 2015, at least. Like,
Why
I don't know.
Why don't they delay the other versions and make them all released on the same date? Is it to... Well, obviously the answer is to get an influx of money to continue on your longer development cycle, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I will not be buying this on any of the other systems. I will be waiting until Wii U.
They said that the Wii U version was the one to have.
The premier one, yeah, the best one.
So why put that one off? It seems like you would want to release your better one so that way the other people like that are on like Xbox or PlayStation would be like, oh, I want that game, and they'll pick it up once you release it.
Such a failed... yeah, that's rubbish. Yeah. Game that came out this week, Unlimited Red, or something like that. It's based off an anime show, which I kind of want to get at some point. Seems cool.
I haven't heard of this.
I'm not sure the actual title. It's on 3DS as well. One Piece, Unlimited World Red.
Okay.
Yeah. So. But anyways, what else? Somebody else got this week? Are you out of your Nintendo stuff?
Oh, I got some more.
Okay.
So this is really cool to me. I think that Nintendo has been doing some interesting things with like the eShop demos and stuff recently. And one that came out in Japan on the 28th that comes out on the 28th is Bravely Default demo. you can play through chapter 4 of the game, which is pretty far into the game. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, so yeah.
And you can transfer your data over, I'd imagine.
I don't know about that, but that would be very cool.
It's weird. The default demo was a unique experience.
Yeah.
But I almost feel I might have been more up to buy the game if the demo was not so original and different, and if it was just here's the first part of the game.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Tomodachi Move-In demo.
So, just to put this into context, Chapter 4 is halfway through the game, by the way.
Seriously?
So, yeah, so you can play half of the game, and let's see.
Most people burn out of RPGs and don't want to finish it, right?
Yeah, maybe. But, see, here's what
You
I'm
get
reading.
really hooked if you play through Chapter 4.
Yeah, so what I see is that you can play through Chapter 4, and then you can purchase the final 4 chapters of the game for 2,000 yen. So they make it really easy to complete the game at that point. So it seems like you're probably downloading the
$20.
full game, and then it's just locked at that point.
That's cheap, though. That's a $20 purchase.
Yeah, that's the way to
In
do
the end,
it.
it's $20, right?
Pretty sure, yeah, somewhere around there.
The regular game's like $40.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's so old in Japan, they're doing that as a discount kind?
Yeah, maybe. I was wondering if they're going to be doing this with more games. If they're you can play so much of the game and then you can unlock the full game, which I don't have a problem with because then people will pick it up, try it out, and see if you like it, and then
It's kinda
more
cool.
likely to purchase it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I imagine that this won't have a play limit on the demo.
Probably not. Yeah.
Tomodachi
because-
doesn't have a play limit. So
Yeah.
that is a new trend, which is good. Yeah, very cool.
And my final thing to talk about, which you had watched, and I thought it was very interesting, was how the kids react to the original Game Boy.
It's
So-
pretty great. It
Yes,
is
so
pretty
there's
great. I
this
watched it
video-
last week, yeah.
Yeah, if you go to YouTube, check it out. Kids react to the Game Boy, and it's pretty funny because they hand them this Game Boy, and then, so they're just filming these kids sitting at a table, and yeah, and then they're like, they just film their reaction, like, "What's this?" and they're like, "Do you know what it's used for?" And these kids have no idea, and they're like, "This is like a case for your iPhone."
Yeah. They do that in the video with if this was all you had, would you play this? And some of the kids are like, yeah, and some of them are like, I get really bored of this really fast.
Yeah.
And you have one kid on there who's kind of like this visionary of this started it all, guys. Without this, we wouldn't have the DS, we wouldn't have Game Boy. You wouldn't have a lot of the iPhone games because they were all based off of Game Boy concepts, which is true with Wario, Twisted Wave, and all these other. Nintendo invented 95% of all smartphone games with their Game Boy games, actually. Like, if you look at the roots of all these games and concepts of gameplay, it's all there. Even the tilt stuff, because
Yeah.
they had tilt-based control games on the Game Boy Advance because they had special cartridges with accelerometers. Like,
It was pretty funny seeing some of the kids, like, when they found out it was, like, a Nintendo, they're like, "You mean like a Wii?"
yeah. And, like, this
Yeah.
is the first Nintendo. Like, the NES doesn't exist,
Yeah.
They're right, this is the first handheld Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very amusing.
Yep. It's kind of crazy to think that there's, like, people out there now who have never had the experience that we had with those games.
Yeah. I had a Game Boy. I didn't have any of the other Game Boys.
Yeah.
I just had the original. I just
But
skipped
even-
out. I went from the original Game Boy to a 3DS. That was my break.
Yeah. But even to never have never even seen those, like, seeing it for the first time, like, what is this? And, like, because a lot
They
of people...
also brought out the light bar. And the
I didn't see
magnifier.
that part. Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch the whole thing, the magnifier is actually a part of the video. They give that to him, and they try to figure out how to connect it.
Yeah, it's crazy. So,
yeah, pretty great.
pretty funny. And that's all I got. So we can move on to the big.
So-
news.
It's now 10 p.m. and it's time to get crazy, Aaron, because I think between the two of us, we probably spent almost $2,000 in the past week.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Aaron, I woke up this morning.
Well, actually, more than 2,000. Well over 2,000 if you include all of my purchases.
For you, okay. I'm well below that. I'm below 1,000 by a good majority, by 20% to be exact. So I woke up this Sunday and picked out a new church. Checked out this new church, really great. Then I got home, was browsing Twitter for a little bit while having some breakfast, and I saw a NeoGAF thread posted to my Twitter that said 15% off for new consoles at Target. I opened the thread, and today and tomorrow, Monday, July 14th, 15% off. And then the ingenious people in NeoGAF pointed out the red card gives you another 5% off, and then USPS gives you another 10%. That one I couldn't get to work, but I could get 20% off brand new electronics. And that led to the most expensive day I've had in a long, long time, when I was probably buying iPhones and stuff at some point in my life. I don't know. It was an expensive day, Aaron.
Yeah.
I'm still very happy and very happy with my purchases. That we'll get to what those were in a second here. And I'm very happy with it. I feel very good about this, and I'm now in the mode of, this kind of botched my mode, but I'm going to be back into it this week, and I've been saving about 30 to 40% of my income, so I had a nice chunk of change just as set aside, and still got some money to fall back on, but I don't need to often. But it's nice having a savings account where if a deal comes up like this and you figure you're going to buy these at some point, why not now? You're able to do that,
Yeah.
So my patience and my not patience, but my discipline of not spending every dime I get has paid off this week.
Yeah.
And now I'll be rebuilding that for a while to get back. But anyways, so yeah, I bought some new consoles, that's plural. And before we get to those, Aaron, what did you spend money on this week?
I spent money on a few things, because I'll just go right into it. So basically, I already have consoles I'm pretty happy with. I have the Xbox.
Before we dive into that, if you're watching the live thing, to do this, it's today or July 14th, so you'd be having to watch the video because this podcast won't be out when you're in time. Basically, you download the app Cartwheel for your iPhone or Android. It's Target's coupon app. You just go to electronics, and you sign up and you get 15% off all electronics. And then red card, you can link it to your checking account for an additional 5%. So that's how you do it. Aaron, back to you. Sorry.
All right. So I already have the Xbox One. I have the Wii U.
Yep.
And my 3DS. That covers most of my games I play.
Yeah,
and
sure.
recently I started playing some Steam games more frequently.
Shovel Knight being one of those.
Yeah. And I was like, my MacBook Air was playing them. I was playing some games at high settings. I was like, I would really like to be able to play a lot more games, because here's the reason that drove me towards that is because
the games are cheaper in Steam.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I thought that might be it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so cheap, and I kind of planned it out. Kind of drew it out. I was like, if I continue to buy games.
You buy one game a week, pretty much, right?
Yeah. Basically, that's what I get, is about one game a week. And if I continue to buy games through the life of the Xbox One, I'd be paying far much more money than if I were to just do the second option, which would be just to build a PC and play my Steam games on there.
Now, okay, so do the savings amount in your mind up to $1,000 worth the lifetime of your Xbox One?
Oh, definitely. Because
now,
think about it,
day one releases on Xbox One are $60.
Yeah.
day one releases on Steam, what would that be?
So normally, like the day one releases are around 40 to 55 or something like that. But there's a lot of games that even come out. I mean, that's still like those same console games on Steam are that price. Mm-hmm. So those are already lower. And then you have a huge variety of games that are released around $20, $25. And so you have a larger game library, and you also have cheaper games.
The $20 to $25, are those kind of the indies, or are those...
Yeah, so those are like a lot of indies, like DayZ, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. And so, yeah, you can get those. But still, say I get one game a week for the life of the console. Say I even get one game every 2 weeks. That's easily over, like a couple thousand.
So, $40 to $55 for the full retail games, right?
Yeah.
I just want to point this fact out, just to make, the Best Buy Gamers Club makes $60 games $48. Kind of gets it closer, but
Steam has sales all of the time.
They do have wonderful Steam sales.
So yeah, the Steam summer sale. I mean, there was this crazy game.
Did you get stuff from the summer sale?
Yeah, I did. I got like Borderlands 2, for example. This was a crazy pack. So you get Borderlands 1 with all of the DLC for that game that was released, and Borderlands 2, just a regular edition, for $10.
Borderlands is an open world game? What kind of is?
Borderlands is like a first-person shooter. It's really fun. It's like multiplayer co-op, and has a really great story, and the graphics look pretty amazing. And it's just a lot of fun, first-person shooter.
It's on the Vita, which is cool.
Yeah. So you got both of those games, one of them with all the DLC for $10. And then they had the Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition with all the DLC for $10. So
yeah, the Steam sales is the big thing as far as you're getting a lot of content for low prices.
Yeah. So my game library, right? Well, and then there's this really great thing called the Humble Bundle. If you've heard of Humble Bundle. Yeah, so you pay what you want. I picked up this really great deal that came with... it had BioShock, BioShock 2, BioShock Infinite, Mafia 2, The Darkness 2. It had like all these 2K games that are all like, for example, like BioShock Infinite alone is $30, and I got like 8 games for $20.
So here, and I hear all this, and it reminds me that most Steam libraries, they're really not played, but they're just amassed in these unplayable things.
No, you can play them.
There's just so many games.
You get just this huge library of game. I have hundreds of games right now that many of them I've never played, but I will get to them. So whenever I want to play a game, I have options. But
Now, what controller would you be using for this?
So I have, of course, the keyboard and mouse for Steam. You also have the PlayStation 3 controller. You can use the PlayStation 4 as well. The one that works the best, or not the best, but the one that is like supported, is the Xbox 360 controller, which I have here. It's a wired one. But just last month, Microsoft released drivers for the Xbox One controller, and and that one works when it's plugged in. So you can use all of those. And then, of course, you can use like other controllers, like
and what is the
PC gaming controllers
of these controllers across the games? Is it kind of mixed?
It's kind of mixed, yeah. So some games support it fully, some support it partially, like. You have to navigate the menus with your mouse or something like that, but you can play the game with the controller. Are
you playing these on the TV big screen mode, or?
No, I'm on a 23-inch 1080p monitor.
Okay.
And I use these Turtle Beaches that I have now that came with the Xbox 3, or no, that I picked up when I had the Xbox 360, and they sound amazing.
Yeah.
They're much better than the Turtle Beaches that are out now. I don't know why they kind of downgraded the quality, but
so I'm kind of done with the whole sitting behind a computer screen. I like being on the couch purr in my bed.
Yeah. Well, I could always do that as well. So
Yeah,
I
good
have
option.
another TV over here, and I can just buy like an HDMI cable and run it over
There
to
you
that
go.
TV. And Steam has a big picture mode. Basically, you just press the center button on your controller, and it will come up with the TV kind of display, like you're more in the console. Basically, like the same thing as the Steam box.
So the hardware you got for this, you built it yourself. Did you
I did.
build in separate video outputs, one for computer, one for TV?
So I'll just kind of break down my computer here. So I got the motherboard, and basically, that's where your processor is stored and something like that. I got on my motherboard. There is outputs for audio, HDMI, DVI, and VGA, and of course the USB, things like that. But then I also got a graphics card. I got the NVIDIA GeForce 760.
Does that graphics card support the NVIDIA Shield?
It does.
Now, are we going to learn later that you have an NVIDIA Shield?
No, I don't have one.
Is
But
that on your potential?
I don't know. Someone was
Was
talking.
that part of your decision making getting that graphics card? Is one of my questions.
No.
Just a happy coincidence.
Someone was telling me about it, and they were saying that you should try it out. I was like, we'll see.
You
But
totally
the reason
should.
why I chose that graphics card, it's like one of the higher end ones. So there's just a few that are above that right now, but this one can run every game that I've tried at the highest settings. And on that graphics card is what I use to output my video, and that has DVI and HDMI. So
Okay. You do know what the NVIDIA Shield is, like you've looked into this, right?
yes.
Is this? It seems awesome if you have this setup, Aaron, to do this. You could be playing Steam games from your couch or bed or whatever.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like a little handheld, like a full power computer in your hands.
Yeah. But I don't know. I kind of like my computer. Like, it feels really good building this computer. So you got all my parts in, and I put it
hasn't
all
blown
into
up
the
yet
case. No, yeah. And put it all together. All by myself, too. I was so proud of that. So
Did you
I put it
follow
all together.
some instructions and stuff, or did you just kind of figure it out?
I just kind of figured it out. So I did a lot of reading about it. I mean, I had no experience with putting together a computer prior to last week.
So you never
I
built
just-
one before.
Never. I've taken
That's what
apart
freaks me
computers.
out. I just rather buy a computer that works.
Yeah, I have taken apart computers, seen the components, but I just bought all my parts, put it together, watched some YouTube videos. That kind of helped, and it worked. So I installed Windows on it first, so that way I could play all my games.
Windows
and
8?
then, yeah, Windows 8.1, and that was free. And I,
Oh yeah, sure, that was free.
yeah, it was. It was this
Legally.
awesome deal that they had.
Yeah, legally.
Free. You just had to download it.
Yeah, sure.
And then
You got an Xbox One, you're good. That should cover your OS license.
And then I also did a dual boot, so I got another hard drive, and I made this as a Hackintosh, so I can run my Mac OS as well, which is what I'm on now. So
Okay. Hasn't
And
crashed yet. It's a hack.
that one was challenging. So I have a friend who had done the same thing, and he helped me through a lot of it. And you have to do a lot of different things to make that work properly. But once you get it, it's pretty satisfying because your system identifies as a Mac Pro. So
It's cool. You didn't get the fancy Pro design though, right?
no, so mine's just like a tower. It looks more like
It's like a sandwich.
like a gaming PC. Yeah. So it's
like a
it's
sandwich.
white and black.
Yeah, it's got white ends, and then you got your black. No, it's like
Yeah.
a little sandwich.
It's very well ventilated as well. Like
Is
everything.
it loud?
Oh no, it's quiet.
Okay.
Super quiet. And I can change the settings for the fans, like how high they're running. And
Good
it
power
has.
supply? That?
Oh yeah, definitely. I got a pretty high power supply that has gold certified power efficiency on it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty efficient. And it has like LED lights that are white, so I can turn those on and off. It lights up. It looks pretty nice. Anyway, I love this thing because the games on there look amazing. So much better. I mean, I thought that like the next gen games look pretty good on like the PS4 and
Yeah.
like the Xbox One, but
They
this
do.
just blows it away because you can turn on a lot of different settings that
It's like 4K
are,
gaming, right? Essentially.
Yeah,
Almost.
there's potential for that. Yeah, but it's just like the little details that are in there, like fabrics, the lighting, especially. There's like dust particles in some games. You're like walking through, and there's like things that's in like the atmosphere. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How much stuff is in these games.
Yeah. I personally just don't like the whole tweaking nature of PC gaming. How you're changing all the specs of the game, making sure it runs good for your system, updating the components every few years. It just doesn't appeal to me.
About what I purchased is I don't have to upgrade this for a long time.
You should want the best of the best.
Yeah, I did, and also it runs everything at highest settings. So I launched the game, go into the options, and I just put everything at the highest and just play. So.
Now, have you tried Watch Dogs' secret high setting thing?
Ooh, no, I haven't.
There's
However,
some secret hack thing to do that.
Watch Dogs came free with my video card.
What?
Yeah, so I purchased the video card, which is like $280, and it came with the game free, and it came with the download code. So I got that. So now I have 2 copies of that game. So,
wow.
Yeah, probably gonna.
You should send me your Xbox One.
Oh yeah, I should. Yeah.
Oh, we can do that now. We're Xbox buddies.
But yeah, I have tons of Steam games now, and it's a whole new kind of world because you run into people that also play Steam games, and it's completely different.
They are. Yeah, it's a different world. It's a world I'm not a part of because I like my consoles. Everything's designed for one spec. And it just works.
Yeah, I mean that's a nice thing to know that like you're going to be covered for so long. You're just going to play whatever games come out on that console. But at the same time, I wanted the challenge of building this and also being able to play things at the highest resolution, the best looking. Like the frames per second is well over 60 on this computer. Like
no, I get the benefits. I just. At the end of the day, when I come home, I just want to turn the stupid thing on and hit go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really cool. So your total bill, how much are we talking
So that one, for the computer, I'd say at the end of the day, how much I spent on it total is probably around $1,150.
Includes a new monitor?
No, I already had the monitor.
Okay.
Yeah, that was everything.
It's $1,150. Okay. Any other ancillary purchases outside of the computer itself?
Yeah, well, yeah, that was already included in there. So like some USB sticks for like to install Mac and stuff, and then a new keyboard that I picked up. So I had this really nice Logitech one I really like because it has the backlit keyboard. Yep. It's Bluetooth and it has fast switching. But the problem with that is that since it is one computer, when I set it for one, like to connect to Mac, and then 2 was on the Windows side, you'd have to repair it every time you'd boot. So I just got the wired Apple keyboard today, and those are the only things I had to buy outside. There's one more thing I want to upgrade, and that's going to be a liquid cooler for the CPU at some point. So that way,
liquid cooler.
Yeah, liquid cooler.
What if it leaks there, and then you have a toasty?
It's not going to leak. It's not going to leak. The reason why I want that is so I can overclock the CPU, because right now it's at 3.4 gigahertz Intel i5, and I'm going to overclock it to 4.6 gigahertz.
That doesn't seem safe.
Oh, it is safe.
You're going to blow up your computer.
That's the whole reason why I got the one that you can overclock. So that way I could play Wii games on there at 1080p.
You need a 4.6 gigahertz processor to play Wii games? For
some games, yeah, because I don't know all the details about this. Fred was telling me about it, is that for Wii games, or for console games specifically, they use more CPU power than they do your
you're emulating.
Yeah. So that's why. So I need to overclock it in order to run. So
any fear one of your dogs will bite through the water and get a drink?
Oh, no way. I have a specific spot on my case for a liquid cooler So I could just put it right there, and it just runs down to your CPU. The hose just goes right over top of it, and
So
it's not like
Does
liquid.
this plug into a faucet?
No, it's just it's all self-contained. It's basically like a radiator, like on your car. It's kind of what it looks like, just a smaller version with fans on it, and then it has a
water
hose.
Or is it gel?
Oh, this is real water, and it has a hose on there. All this stuff is tested. It's completely safe.
That stuff blows my mind.
And then you basically replace your CPU cooler fan with this, so that way the heat is transferred to the liquid, and it cools off much quicker than just like a fan does. Yeah.
I saw this thing coming out this year called the Bed Jet, Aaron. You're able to control the temperature of your bed with it.
Wow.
Pretty cool. But anyways, any more things you'd like to discuss on your end?
It's just very cool. It's been a lot of fun, and being able to like do it yourself and then play games, like it just looks amazing. I have some screenshots. I will post it. Well, actually,
now can you stream from Twitch from Steam?
I can. I haven't done it yet, but that's something I'm going to do this week. So I'm going to be doing that.
That'd eat some cycles, right? You'd slow down your games.
Oh, not with this computer. Not with this one. It's not going to happen. Yeah. But yeah, that was one of the things I kept in mind. So I got things that I was sure I'm going to be able to Twitch stream with as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty nice, and I'm going to be Twitch streaming on Wednesday, Thursday this week. So check me out.
Cool.
There.
So, spent some monies today, Aaron. At Target, and they know me pretty well because I actually made a return trip. So I went initially. I talked to you on the phone earlier today, saying, Aaron, for $320, I can get an Xbox One or a PS4. Which one should I get? And I decided with you that the Xbox One is the smarter decision, right?
Well, we did go over a lot of pros and cons.
We did a lot of pros and cons
discuss
here.
Those.
Yeah, we had basically it comes down to the games, right? So the fact that the games come out this year and in the near future are the ones that are better, in my mind at least so far. And also, you having one makes it another no-brainer as well because we can play multiplayer together. So going in the stores, right? Just give me the Xbox One. But I was at the checkout counter and was like, "Can you go grab that PS4 over there?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, we can get that." Because I knew it. I knew, Aaron. Like if I had just gotten the Xbox One, I'd always wondered.
Yeah.
What's the PS4 experience like? What is that like?
Plus, you got such a good deal. So
yeah, exactly.
It's hard to pass that up.
20% off, Aaron. Because I figured the rest of this year it's not going to get much cheaper than $320 for a PS4. That's less money than I paid for my Wii U.
Yeah.
I paid $350 for my Wii U. That's another kind of mind blowing. I paid more for my Wii U than I did my PS4 and my Xbox One. The Wii U. Most expensive system for me. Plus, I bought a second gamepad, which makes it by far the most expensive system for me. Yeah. So $320. So per system, and so I got these things home, and I did not get any games because I'm going all digital. I think with these, we'll see how that goes. It's going to get expensive though because I don't get the 20% off like I do at Best Buy. So we'll see. It seems bizarre, Aaron, to me, that these consoles, you install the game off the disc, and then the disc is basically useless except to say you still own the game.
Yeah.
That mind trick is something I'm not sure if I'll ever get past. It makes it seem that digital is the only rational way to go, except for money stands.
Yeah, I mean, I still pick up the discs. I don't really know why, but
is that so you can sell it, or what is it?
No, I just want to have them.
I mean, it does give you the ability to share it with friends and things like that. That is a cool thing.
But it is a hassle knowing, or I mean, not really so much a hassle. It's just kind of knowing that you have a digital version on your console, but you still have to put the disc in.
That seems just like that would annoy me so much.
Yeah.
But price wise, Tomb Raider. $60 digitally, $50 normally everywhere else physically. And with a Best Buy discount, it'd be even further discounted for that. So there's instances where I'm going to save like $20. You know, it doesn't make sense rationally to buy digitally, but it would just bug me so much to have a disc that's useless. I don't know. It seems so weird. I wish I could transfer the license or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird though. So if you haven't noticed, the boxes are up there, and there's a third box we'll get to in a second. Because I did make a return trip. So Xbox One and PS4, and I will tell you, I set up the Xbox One first, and I started doing that patch errand. It was like 800 megabytes or whatever. So I had fully set up the Xbox One and started the install, and then I was able to unbox the PS4, set it up, enter my Wi-Fi password, and do all those things. Use the user interface of the PS4 for a couple minutes, and then when I tried to log in PSN, it said you have to upgrade your system. So I was able to upgrade my system, do all of that in less time than the Xbox One had, to do that. So the Xbox One, it took easily 2 or 3 times longer to get up and running.
Yeah, it has a very long startup. The first time you get your Xbox One, you have to plan out like an afternoon. So,
and then I went to get. So I have the free trials of the different services, and I was kind of shocked that Xbox has the better trial period. It's a full month versus PS4 being 14 days.
Yeah, and also Xbox Live, I've been noticing with every game that I've purchased for the Xbox One, I get another trial for, I mean, it's usually like a few days, but those can add up.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a nice trial period. I'm hooked, Aaron, on this whole discounted games for one, and also free games or subscription-based access to games. I think it's pretty cool because I was able to go in and get these consoles, not buy a single game, and on my PS4, I still haven't bought any retail games. I'm playing Strider right now, which is one of the free games this month. It's $15 normally. I got it as a free download. There's a Towerfall Ascension is another one, but there's these games that you just have access to. Yeah. And, it's fantastic because otherwise you just have a big Netflix box without this kind of thing. Or you have to pay some money to get a game. It's pretty cool. It's a really great way to be playing new stuff every month and not be spending a lot of money if you don't want to. If you don't want the full retail games, you don't have to.
If you think about it, if you pay a full year subscription, those free games pay for that subscription.
Yeah, so with Xbox One, they had this month Titanfall for $40 digitally. That's $20 off its retail price. So I bought that because that was, in my mind, one of the few Xbox One exclusives so far worth having. It was unique to that console, so I got it. And that's $20 savings there. And then Guacamelee, a $15 game that just came out last week, that's free on Xbox One.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy. I was going to buy it for my Wii U, but I ran out of storage space.
I was going to buy it on Steam for the summer sale. It was $2, and I thought that was a good deal, but I forgot.
You already got it for free.
Yeah, so then I was like, well, I got it free. Never mind.
Yeah. So I love this whole notion. I think I love the fact that the Wii U, Nintendo, it's free for all online access and all that. I think that is fantastic. I think paying to do online multiplayer is a scam and really stupid. I like the fact that free games and discounts on the shops, that makes sense. The online multiplayer stuff, that stuff drives me bonkers. But, I guess if you own Xbox One or PS4, it's stupid not to have these memberships because you get all this great content.
Yeah.
So, what else? I must be losing it, Aaron, because I didn't know how to turn off these consoles. Or,
it's a little bit different, yeah.
evidently, the new metaphor is there's no power buttons. You just hold down the respective logos.
That's how it was last Gen 2 for Xbox
I was
and
not a
PlayStation.
part of those last gen systems. I know Wii U. Well, it's current gen. I was gonna say Wii U because it's got a Wii backwards compatibility, but the Wii controller is a power button. So does the Wii U has power buttons.
The other ones just have the center button. So there's PlayStation 3 has it, and
Yeah, I had no idea. It's like, how do I turn this thing off? For like the whole afternoon, I was just like letting it sit there while I was doing other stuff, and just eventually fell asleep, And yeah, that was kind of interesting. The other thing I'm just noticing about these consoles is the premium feeling of these controllers. They are super premium.
I mean, look at this one. I mean, this one functions. This is the Xbox 360, but I mean, you can tell us by looking at it. It's just
It's
not.
cheapish.
Yeah,
Cheaper.
but yeah, the Xbox One controller
Like the plastic's more quality. It just has a weight to it and a feel.
and
to
the
it.
sticks are so smooth, and they have the nice texture on the sides, and the triggers.
They're so You just lightly touch it, and it's so gradual.
Yeah, and I'm sure you felt the rumble now, and those
Pretty
triggers.
good rumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
nice.
I mean the controller is a really great experience. Xbox One's on double A's, which are those? Do they deplete pretty fast?
They do. Yeah.
Okay.
Not super fast, but not as long as I would like. I would say for a casual play, which is kind of what I do on my Xbox One at this point, it would last me about 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's expensive.
I ended up picking up a rechargeable pack from Microsoft. They have like a plug and play kind of thing. So it comes with a USB cord and a rechargeable battery. You put in there, and that was like $20.
Is it given a big backpack though?
No, it's the same size as like
Okay.
a double A.
Good.
So it fits right in there. Yeah.
Yeah, the PlayStation it uses USB to just charge its internal battery, which is what I like.
And that, like the rechargeable battery, lasts a little bit or a little bit less.
On
a
the
little bit.
PS4, it's 8 hours. I hear.
Yeah.
It's like
So-
a tad bit better than the gamepad.
Yeah, I think I get a little bit longer. I think it's probably around 10 hours for the Xbox One. But usually what I do is when I get done playing, you just plug it in, turn your console off. It'll charge overnight. So
Xbox One, you can't charge. Oh, the way you do it, you can. Because rechargeables last less than just the standard double A's.
yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Wait, you were saying you can't recharge it? What?
You can't recharge the Xbox One controller unless you have your fancy pack.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So the other thing that I just noticed upon setup was just how terrible Microsoft is about the simple things of let's put this huge HDMI sticker on the front.
Oh
that
yeah,
just
that's
won't
the
come
worst.
off.
It's the worst.
So now I got this ugly sticker there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And don't try to peel it off because it will just ruin the front of your console. It'll make it look terrible.
It's awful. It's awful. Microsoft should be ashamed of yourselves. And this power brick, Aaron. I figured this is a huge console. They would, of course, build the power brick internally like PS4 did, which is a more powerful console. And that did not happen. They have a brick about this big, probably.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge.
It gets bigger every new console. Their power brick is larger and larger. And it's I think it even has fans in it. Like I know there's ventilation on it. I'm pretty sure there's fans in it because I hear a sound from time to time. I don't know.
Yeah, I did not stack my PS. I initially was going to let me just stack the PS4 on top of the Xbox One, but that I fear would be a bad idea because I fear that's going to get pretty hot.
Yeah, I think that the Xbox One needs all those vents it has.
Yeah, so I've got the PS4 vertically next to my Wii U. Then the Xbox One takes up like the whole table.
Oh, and you can't use it vertically. That sticker says do not. Oh, I think that sticker says don't. But I know that somewhere inside the documentation
about vertical stuff.
Yeah, so can't do that.
Well, I don't use the disk drive, so I'm not sure if that affects things.
Also, that sticker says do not move the console when there's a disc in there.
Yeah, we'll scratch the disc, which I believe. I totally believe they would design a console like that.
Yeah. You can't touch it. Basically, don't ever touch it while it's plugged in. You may ruin it.
Yeah. I also it's really nice having 2 Blu-ray players now with these consoles.
Yeah.
I own a separate Blu-ray player that seems like it just I don't need it anymore.
My Xbox One replaced the Blu-ray player. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that about a year ago. That Blu-ray player. I bought it just for Prometheus and the Alien series. As one knows, I'm a big fan of Alien, as evidenced by my affinity towards Alien Isolation.
Okay, speaking of Alien Isolation...
Oh, yes, let's get into that before we get into more console stuff. What the heck, GameStop? Go to hell.
What's going on? I gave up GameStop. I'm done with it.
I hate those bastards.
Yeah. From time to time, I would go if there was something there. Now, I just won't even go, even if that's the only place that I can get something. I'm not going back.
So... proceed with what your initial thought with Alien Isolation is.
This had nothing to do with GameStop. That's why I was kind of surprised that you.
They have another piece to this that you might not have heard of yet.
Okay.
So you started off. I'll finish it.
Basically, what I was going to say, Alien Isolation, I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to get that game. Well, I mean, you've heard me talk about it before.
It's going to be the best game of the year.
But it does look pretty good now.
Nintendo
So
games.
I think I'm going to get it, except it's going to be on Steam. Because it's only $40.
It's $40 on Steam?
Yeah. It was either 40 or 44. One of those two. But still much cheaper than
Best Buy Reward Zone, $48.
There you go.
And 10% back, I think, with the coupons. So. But that's physically. Why can't I buy digital codes with the 20% off at Best Buy? You know?
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know.
So, I thought we were going to get into a discussion about pre-order bonuses, Aaron.
Oh, correction. I read that wrong. It's $49.99. But still.
So mine would be
cheaper.
less at Best Buy.
Yeah, so it would be cheaper at Best Buy, but I don't have that thing.
It's a nice little setup there.
But Steam doesn't have taxes, so it's just $49.99.
Well, I'm in New Hampshire, Aaron, where I don't pay taxes. That's the other thing I didn't mention. $320 to me means $320. I don't pay any sales tax because I live in New
which
Hampshire,
is insane.
the land of awesome consumer rights. iTunes is tax-free as well. So, anyways, but yes, we have not yet talked about Alien Isolation's pre-order incentives.
Yeah, so what's going on here? I
You've not
did
heard
see
about
like an
this, have you?
article that GameStop is apparently trying to team up with a lot of like developers to try to get more incentives for pre-order.
Yeah, basically that's one piece of it at the end here. That GameStop is basically they want to start funding developers to make DLC content only available to GameStop customers, which that is the beginning of the end, Aaron.
Well,
No.
if it happens,
Stop.
then
Stop.
I just won't be having that DLC.
I
I'm
won't
not
either
going
because I
to-
don't have enough
yeah.
time as it is to play the stuff that's in the disc. But so, Alien Isolation, Sega did this really awesome thing and kind of diluted its awesomeness in making it a pre-order incentive. There are 2 DLC packs coming out. These will be available for purchase after the fact at some point in the future as well. And Aaron, this is a dream come true. This is like, you know how much I love Alien Isolation and I'm excited about this game? This is like makes this even more exciting. So, the first DLC reunites the entire cast except for the android character, bringing back Sigourney Weaver and all the other cast members to do new voice work, and their likenesses are back in the video game as characters. In the first DLC, you're basically playing out of Alien the movie, the whole ventilation scene where you're tracking down the alien and trying to flush him out of the spaceship with the flamethrowers and moving him that way.
Yeah, so I'm reading about it now. It's called the Nostromo edition on Steam,
Yes.
at least. The crew expandable bonus content. You choose to play as one of the 3 surviving crew members only moments after Brett's death at the jaws of the creature as Ellen
Brett's, I
Ripley,
think-
Dallas, or Parker.
Yeah.
And so you explore the habitation deck down through engineering, coordinating efforts with Lambert and Ash to lure the alien to the ship's airlock.
And they got Sigourney Weaver to do voiceovers. This is like, oh my gosh. Aaron, this is like amazing. This is the unthinkable. This is because Sigourney Weaver, I don't think, is a huge fan of video games, so they somehow finagled her into doing this. Like they must have shown her some. They must have shown her how awesome this game's going to be, right?
They showed her some money.
That too. So that's the first one. There's another DLC pack, and this pack is GameStop exclusive for the pre-order bonus, at least. And GameStop Alien Ice. It is having to do with the original movie and the original characters. Last Survivor. As Ellen Ripley, it is down to you to complete the last mission on board the Nostromo. The rest of the crew are dead, and in a desperate bid to survive, you must set the ship's self-destruct attempt to reach the escape shuttle. So, Aaron, this is the end of the movie. This is a very intense part of the movie. There's a lot of heavy breathing, no voice. This is what sells Alien to me is Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver's character. She can make the movie work with just one person on the screen being very intense, and that's what you get to play. And man, this is so good. It's so good, Aaron. It's so good, but GameStop pre-order bonus. Screw you.
Yeah. So, as for like this whole pre-order thing, the only way for it to stop happening is for people not to pre-order it. If just don't pre-order it through GameStop, and then that's the way that you put your message through.
Yep.
You speak with your dollars, and just don't do it.
The crappy thing though is, if you're gonna buy the game anyways, are you gonna say, "Hey, I'm just gonna buy the DLC when it comes out because I hate GameStop"? I personally feel that way, but
is it going to come out at all? Is it, or is it only a pre-order thing?
Both. You'll be able to pay for it after the fact.
Well, just pay for it after the fact, and I think that would speak to GameStop and the developers and tell them we don't want this type of pre-order thing, so stop doing it.
Yeah.
And just either put it into the game or just charge us DLC. Because
another question is, Aaron, would this content have been made if it wasn't for pre-orders?
No, I doubt it.
Because this is really awesome content.
I think that one of them would have.
Most pre-order DLC is crap. It's like costumes and guns and stuff like that. This is amazing. They got the original cast back. Who do you even talk to do that? I mean, this is... Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So this DLC is out on Steam as well, it sounds like.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Okay. So, Aaron, I'm very excited about this Alien Isolation, and now I have two consoles to choose from to buy it on, and it'll probably be PS4 because it'll look better.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, I'll play it. It'll be on Steam, and that's that.
Yeah. So I got PS4. I got Xbox One. Is there any other questions you want me to ask you about that before we get to the third console?
Not so much. Did you get any game? Oh, you said that you got some games for the PlayStation 4. You got Strider?
I got Strider and the other free one this month.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to be getting The Last of Us Remastered coming out the end of this month. And I guess you can digitally pre-order and get some incentives.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I know that someone, I believe it was Jamie, a listener on Twitter, he sent you that link about the pre-order.
Yeah, Polygon.
Yeah.
I feel like pre-order it the day before digitally. I don't know.
There is some pre-order incentives that are pretty good, like to get things, but I don't like pre-ordering.
The thing that irks me about digital pre-orders is with the gaming companies, they're taking all your monies right there. With iTunes, they don't charge it until it's available, which makes sense to me.
Yeah, and that's why I mean that's one of the reasons why I haven't pre-ordered that, like the Alien Isolation, to get that DLC.
It's like I just like to buy stuff when it's out.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. The apps. I think the apps are pretty cool for PS4 and Xbox One. I think that's a really nice
Oh,
touch.
like Smart Glass?
Smart Glass, and especially the PS4, it has a app away to connect to your PS4. So I can just load up the app called PlayStation, and you can use it as a remote control. So it says it's in standby mode. I'm connecting now to it, and I can hear my PlayStation 4 actually turning on as I'm connecting to this. And it basically gives you a nice little remote control if you don't want to use your controller, which is really handy if you're just doing Netflix or something simple.
Yeah,
right?
that's really cool. I like the Smart Glass feature on the Xbox One, but you can't turn it on. You have to
if it's
still
standby
say,
mode, at least it can. It's connecting right now, so it's probably powering on, and I'm not sure how long it takes to power on. It seems like it's taking a while here, but I heard a beep over there. There we go. It's connected. So it's connected. I can use it as second screen. So by second screen, I can use it as just navigation and also digital keyboard. So if you want to type stuff out with that, you can do that. You can power it off. You can disconnect. If you hit power off, it'll enter standby mode. So it's just really cool from that angle of things. And we'll get even more on the consoles next week. But there is another console you might have noticed, maybe on the shelf behind me. We've got the gamepad, and there's this smaller thing here, Aaron. And this would be a Vita. This is like this is the failure of Sony, pretty much. That did not get any airtime at E3. And this is my return trip. So I went off and hooked up all my systems and started installing Titanfall. And I saw that it'd be probably 2 to 3 hours before I was done installing. So, yeah, I was excited enough to go get a Vita because I called the store. They had 5 original Vitas in stock for $200, which $160 after the discount. So $160 for a Vita, and then with the OLED display. This is the first generation with 3G connectivity. So if I wanted to stick a SIM card in here and get data, I could do that for whatever reason. I don't know why, because you use way too much data on a Vita over 3G. That'd just be expensive. But I got that in there. So this is the OG with 3G, and it surprised me first off because Vitas are sold out pretty much everywhere, I've heard. And that's been mostly true around me. But it's a wonderful piece of hardware, the Vita is. But Sony really doesn't like their consumers, it would appear. You know, Nintendo, they give you a nice 4GB SD card in there, so you can actually use the eShop and download stuff, Aaron. Isn't that nice in Nintendo? I mean, it's 4GB, but it's something, you know. They don't just give you a 3DS with no SD card, because that's kind of stupid. Right? Well, Sony, they give you the PS Vita with no memory storage. You have to buy that separately, as I found out when I got home. And there's 1GB internal, but you can't use that for any games, even indie games. It's all system usage. So basically what I'm using this for now is off-screen TV play. And it does work pretty well for that, I gotta say. So it works pretty well. I moved it up to my main screen here. So you just hit PS4 link. There's a separate one for the PS3s, and you can enable remote play or a second screen. So evidently the PS4 supports gamepad-like experiences with a second screen experience. I'm not sure what that means, but it'll just search nearby and find the system, and it's been pretty lag-free. I can hear my PS4 powering up again. And I was actually using the Vita streaming off on PS4 to watch Twitch, to watch the Evo competition for Smash Brothers while I was playing Titanfall. And so it found it's turning on the system, and you can do full navigation of the system, and I was playing some Strider on the Vita that way. And it's really cool to do that. But it really sucks that they don't give you storage, because I've got all these free PS Plus games, but no way to download them until I spend another $50 or $100 on big SD cards that are Sony branded. So that just really sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, it was a very exciting day. Very exciting day.
Yes, it was.
Lots of new hardware for me. And the Vita and PS4 connection is really cool in my mind. Like, because there's some games for Vita, right? There's Tearaway and some games I want to get. But that library is not going to be the most exciting thing. The PS4 library, on the other hand, that's going to be the cool part of playing these games on my PS4. Like The Last of Us Remastered, I'll be able to play that on the Vita. And here is the PS4 interface on my Vita where I can navigate it. Touch doesn't work on the PS4 interface, but you can navigate. I got the Fez demo, things like that. And it's pretty solid, so... and I was, really excited to be able to get the OLED version, because the Slim has some nice upgrades, but I wasn't looking forward to seeing what that screen looked like compared to the original, so...
Yeah.
So not too bad. I could buy the other four and turn them around for $100 profit each, probably make $400, but I'm not that person. I should be, but, I don't want to deal with that. But anyways, I think that's a wrap for this week. I think we'll more talk about next week for sure.
Oh, I got another thing. This is not gaming related, but some money was definitely spent. And I'll just go ahead and see if I can do a screen share here. Let's see. All right, are you able to see my desktop now?
Oh, little puppy.
Yeah, so this was another purchase, and it's a little dog.
Little sleeve dog.
Yeah, and let's just say that was a lot of money. We'll say that.
How much did you pay for a dog? $500?
No, not quite 500. 400.
That's not terrible. I know people that have spent like $2,000 on a dog.
Yeah. But I think it's worth it. So yeah, so that's that.
Aaron, I can't say no.
What?
I can't say no to wave my hand.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's a wrap. We had a nice long show here today.
Yeah.
There'll be much more to. I don't know. Like, this is a Nintendo show, but every now and then we'll dip
maybe
into
a second
stuff.
podcast. I don't know.
I think, Aaron, we need to do a second podcast that's non-Nintendo stuff, because
maybe do it every couple of weeks or so.
a monthly show maybe.
Yeah, we could do a monthly. Yeah, I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah, so we could even release in the same feed and title it differently.
Yeah.
Non-Nintendo.
Kind of bring back the first hour show.
Yeah, and do it as the non-Nintendo stuff. Because, man, I woke up this morning, Aaron. I had no idea I was going to have PlayStation, Xbox stuff. Because, why would I have that stuff by the end of the day? And, this is... I went to the dark side, Aaron. I purchased a Microsoft gaming device.
You get to play some good exclusive games, like Halo that you've never played.
I feel kind of ashamed owning a Microsoft console, but at the same time, I'm looking forward to the games, Yeah, Halo we'll be able to play. They'll be able to walk me through it, because I'm terrible at Halo.
And you get to do co-op for some of the games, at least. So
yeah, so that should be fun. Sunset Overdrive's coming out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll be playing Xbox exclusives, and then the cross platforms will be on PS4. Right? That seems to be the way.
I think that's a good choice. Yeah.
Unless it's on sale, of course, on Xbox, and maybe do that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I got all three consoles now, and it makes me much. I'm now much more aware of the experiences between them all, and just I can now say if Xbox sucks, I paid money and can experience it, and if PlayStation sucks, I can experience that. So I'm now not talking out of my butt. I can actually give real life feedback on experiences and games on different systems. So.
I think it's a good thing to have multiple options to play. I feel that if you...
People's perspective. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that's wrap, Aaron. Where can folks find you on the interwebs?
You can find me everywhere at AL Rivera 423, and so you can check me out on Twitch. I have only streamed on Twitch once from the Xbox One, but I'm going to be doing that this week on my computer. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and also Twitter, if anyone's wanting that game.
Oh yes,
code.
the Wii U download code.
So you can choose for a new Super Mario Bros. U,
Wind Waker,
Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker HD, Wii Party U, and I don't know what the other one was.
Pikmin 3.
No, there we go. Pikmin 3.
Yeah. So my username is TCHATEN, and that now applies. Yes, it now applies for PSN. I have that right. That would make sense, right?
Yeah.
And Xbox. You can find me on Xbox at TChat.
Xbox Live.
Xbox Live, yeah. So you can follow me or friend me. And I have Titanfall. So if you want to play Titanfall with me, you can kill me because I'm terrible at that game. You can friend me there. And YouTube is the place you'll find all these videos, including the video version of this episode. And you can find me on Twitter there, and Miiverse, all that good stuff. This podcast you can find on Twitter at Nintendo Club Pod. You can find us on Google Plus by just searching for our name as a Google Plus community. You get notified when we go live. And you can email us at nintendoclubpodcast@gmail.com. And thanks for watching. We'll be back next time with John and a lot more Nintendo stuff as we open the show with. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Bye-bye.
See ya.